Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudirahe Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Muttama Shloke Bhaktira Bhavati Naishtaki. Grantraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. We are reading Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, 3rd Canto, 25th chapter, titled as The Glories of Devotional Service, text number 5. Here, Maitreya Rishi is describing about what happened when Kardama Muni left to the forest for renounced life. Kardama Muni, he is a great devotee of Lord, and he has spent all his life for service of Lord Vishnu. He also looked after his family life, and then when his son Kapila was grown up, he decided to retire. So the roles and responsibilities of everybody is mentioned here. So Bhagavad Gita, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, 3rd Canto, 25th verse here. The verse is on the screen. Roles and responsibilities are mentioned in this verse. How everybody can follow the footsteps of Kardama Muni and Kapila Dev. So Maitreya Vacha. Maitreya Rishi is reciting this to Vidurji, Vidurji is sitting in front of him, and he's asking the questions about the pastimes of Kardama Muni and Kapila Dev. So here Maitreya Rishi is answering it. Maitreya Vasha. Maitreya Rishi said, Vitari prasasti arnyam matu priya chikirshaya tasmin bindu sare avatasid Bhagavan Kapila Kila. One more time we'll recite the shloka. Vitari prashisthe aranyam matu priya chikirshaya tasmin bindu-sare avatasid Bhagavan Kapila Kila. So Maitreya Rishi said, Kardama Muni, he left to the forest. Vitari prasisthe aranyam. Aranyam means forest. So Pita Kardama Muni left for the forest for the sannyāsa ashram. Mahatu Priya Chikirshaya. Kapila Dev stayed with his mother, Devahūti, Matuhu. Why? To please her. Priya Chikirshaya. To please her mother. Where did he stay? Tasmin Bindu-sare avatasid. Bindu-sarovara is the place in Gujarat. So there is where Lord Vishnu had appeared there, and this Bindu-sarovara was formed from the tears of Lord Vishnu. So Tasmin Bindu-sare avasathid Bhagavan Kapila Kila. Bhagavan Kapila, indeed, he stayed there at the Bindu-sarovara and he served his mother to please her. So that is the purport of the meaning of this shloka. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada is very nicely explaining. Prabhupada is saying, in the absence of the father, it is the duty of the grown son to take charge of his mother and serve her to the best of his ability, so that she will not feel separation from her husband. And it is the duty of the husband to leave the home as soon as there is a grown-up son to take charge of his wife and family affairs. So Varnashrama system Srila Prabhupada is explaining here. So that is the Vedic system of household life. One should not remain continually implicated in the household affairs up to the time of death. He must leave family affairs and the wife may be taken charge by a grown son. So in this verse, purport, Srila Prabhupada ji is explaining that Kardama Muni, after fulfilling his desire, if his roles and responsibilities as a grihastha, then at a certain stage, one has to enter into the vanaprastha and sannyasa ashram. So Kardama Muni, he decided that, oh, I have done my duty, now I have to move on to my next part of the life, which is renunciation. So he renounced the family life and departed to the forest so that he can serve Lord Vishnu 100%. So Srila Prabhupada ji is explaining here the Varnashrama system where Kapila Muni's son was Kardama Muni's son Kapila Dev was now capable of looking after the mother. So son looked after the mother, and the father Kardama Muni went for tapasya. That is the nature. So here the duties of son, Srila Prabhupada is explaining that it is the duty of a son to look after the mother. It's very important. That is the Vedic tradition, that after the father departs for either sannyasa ashram or whatever the reason, the son should take care of the mother. And the father or the husband has to renounce the life. This is very important. Householder life has to be renounced at certain stage. One should not spend until the death in the family affairs. At certain time, one has to give up the family affairs and enter into the complete spiritual journey. Give up the material attachments. Making sure that somebody is there to look after the family affairs, like son, grown-up son. Once he's grown up, he should be given the role and responsibilities, and now it's time to move on for you to go to the forest and spend spiritual life. So that is explained here in this verse. Now there is a mention of Bindu-sarovara here in this verse. So this Bindu-sarovara is a place in Gujarat, where if you go, there is a very nice lake actually. And this is the lake where Kardama Muni did tapasya. Lord Vishnu came. He was so much pleased with tapasya of Kardama Muni that seeing Kardama Muni's tapasya, Lord Vishnu's eyes had tears of joy. And from that tears of Lord Vishnu, Bindu-sarovara was formed. And Kardama Muni did the tapasya by the Bindu-sarovara. And now that is the place where Kapila Dev, Bhagavan Kapila, is going to instruct his mother, Devahūti, about the science of Bhakti Yoga. So this is the place where one should go and one can practice divinity, tranquility, and spiritual learning there. It's a beautiful location. And nowadays, quite a few people, they go to Bindu-sarovara to perform the Shraddha ceremony of their mother to the Bindu-sarovara. So it's very, very holy place. One can visit there. So what can we learn from this verse? Srila Prabhupada's purport that a mature son has a responsibility to look after the care of mother, and detachment is another message from this verse, where Vedic system encourages renouncing the material attachments while ensuring family welfare. And for the spiritual growth, detachment from the household ties paves the way for the spiritual progress. If one is attached with the family affairs until the time of death, then there is little chance that one gets time to spend for Krishna consciousness. So, in conclusion of this verse, Kapila Dev or Bhagavan Kapila He took care of his wife and he took care of his mother, uh, who is wife of Kardama Muni, and he fulfilled his role and responsibilities. And there is a harmonious balance between the family duties and renunciation, right? It's not that you give up your duties and just renounce and don't worry about your duty. No, one has to look after his duty very carefully. Once the duties of as a householder is finished, hand over the duty role and responsibility to somebody else, and then progress to the next part of the life, right? So what can we learn from this? Reflections for this. So, how do we balance our spiritual and material roles and responsibilities? All right. So, it's very important during the householder life also, one can practice consistently with the determination, Krishna consciousness, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day, making sure that we are progressing, because detachment is not easy. It comes slowly and gradually. So if we every day we practice Krishna consciousness, chant Hare Krishna mantra, read Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Bhagavad Gita, follow regulatory principles, then it will not be difficult if one the time comes when one has to develop the detachment, right? Because we are in the modern world, it's not easy to give up, and in the modern life it is very difficult to go to exile also. But slowly and steadily one has to give up the material desires and progress in the spiritual life, develop more interest in Krishna consciousness. That is the message. So whenever we read a verse, we can reflect upon that. How can we balance? How what can we learn? What is the message for me in this modern world, right? We are not, and then once we apply that in our day-to-day life, then the life is easy, right? Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we'll pause here and we'll continue our study of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam tomorrow. Randraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. Srila